Hello, everybody. This is Amy Tremblay, and I'm going to talk about self-reflection. In general, I like to define self-reflection as an internal inventory of how I am reacting to how I feel for the day and how externally events are affecting me. And they can be anywhere from political events, family events, something that happened at school, how I'm teaching, how students are reacting to me, how somebody necessarily responded to an email. I like to reflect and see, did I cause a reaction? And there is a cause and effect to everything we do. So self-reflection is a way for me to help inventory that. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not the nicest person in the world. So I do have to do a lot of self-reflection at times to try and make sure that the message I'm trying to get out to the world is being received in a way that is compassionate, kind, intelligent, and professional and reflective of who I am, not only as a person, but as a professional. Self-reflection, I use a lot of tools in self-reflection for my teaching. One of the big things I do immediately is I try to gauge in student engagement. Are the students engaging in what I'm doing? Is it catching their attention? If not, I like to figure out what can I do the next time to get their attention and engage them in the classroom. When they are engaged and they're doing, they're learning. And so I like to make sure that I'm kind of at that place. I also like to have teachers look in my classroom and sit in my classroom and watch me teach. That's another way for me to help with self-reflection. And then the other thing is, when I do read evaluations, if they're negative or if they're personal attacks on who I am, I have learned to just let them go. It is so hard. It can be so painful what they say, but at some point in our lives, we have to say, you know what, this person, for whatever reason, did not receive the message I was sending. And that's all I can say for those negative ones like that. Students that can give me a critique and give me a solution, I tend to have more of an ear and more of an ability to adjust to their needs than those who want to be negative and don't really know how to be positive or how to create a solution. So for me, what I plan to do is, in the future with reflections, is I plan to be more frequent with them, and I plan to ask the students to reflect on themselves as well, especially times where students come up and they say something to me that seems really aggressive, or maybe they say something that just doesn't make any sense. I'm going to ask them to take a moment to think about what they said and how they said it, and let's have a conversation, and then I will answer their question. But I want to make them accountable and have them actively reflect the same way as I reflect as well. So that's all I have for reflection. I'm very excited to read the next few thoughts about reflection.